Good morning, dear children. How are you all? I hope you all are safe and healthy at your home. I know you might be missing your school a lot, your teachers, your friends. We too are missing you a lot, my dear kids. Hope to meet you all soon. But till then, be good children at home. Help your parents in their work and learn your lessons properly. Okay? Be good kids. Obey your parents. Listen to them. Help them in their household work. Do their help. Do your work properly. Be good children. Okay, my dear kids? So, you know me. I'm Pooja Sharma, your teacher. Yes? And so, today we are going to do English Literature chapter. Yes or no? So, I think in the month of April also we have done one chapter, previous one. So, before going further with the next, that is your poem, we will quickly revise the previous one. Okay, dear kids? So, this is your book. I think everybody has their books with them. What is the name of your book, children? Study All Together. Semester 1. Okay? Be ready with this book, everybody. And if you don't have, no problem, dear kids. Just pay attention to this video. Fine? So, open to the page number 1. That is lesson number 1 of yours. What is the name of the lesson? The Peacock and the Fox. What was this chapter all about, children? Because you have already learned this in the month of April itself. You have completed this chapter now. I am just giving you a quick revision of the same. The name of the chapter is The Peacock and the Fox. So, can anyone tell me what was the story all about? What was the story all about, my dear kids? The answer is given in the title itself, that is Peacock and the Fox. So, before moving towards the story, we should first quickly revise the difficult words and their meanings so that it becomes easier for you to grasp the difficult words and understand their meaning, and this will help you in understanding the story as well. Okay. First word, children, is wandering. What is the first word? Wandering. How do you pronounce it? Wandering. What is the spelling? W-A-N-D-E-R-I-N-G. Wandering. What is the meaning of wandering, my dear kids? Yes, tell me. Walking without any purpose. Means you have no purpose, you don't have any work, you are not having anything which you have to complete. But you are just simply roaming around here and there. That is known as wandering. Okay. The second one is meal. Meal. What is the word? Meal. Can anyone guess the spelling of meal? M-E-A-L. Meal. M-E-A-L. Meal. We use this word very often. Yes or no? We also ask you, children, have you taken your meal? Yes or no? What is the meaning of meal, my dear kids? Food. What is the meaning? Food. Okay. Third one is idea. Idea. What is the meaning of an idea, children? Many a times you say, na, ma'am, I got an idea. So what you got? You got an idea means what have you got? A plan. A plan. What plan? To do that work which somebody has given you or whatever you want to do. For that you make a plan in your mind and then you say, I got an idea. Okay. Now next one. Clever. Clever. C-L-E-V-E-R. Clever. Okay. What is the meaning of clever, children? We say that boy or that girl or that particular person is very clever. So, what are we telling about that person? We are telling that that particular person is very intelligent. What is that particular person is? Very intelligent. Okay. Now, next one. Leopard. Leopard. You all have seen a leopard? In movies, in books or anywhere as such? Have you seen or not? You might have seen. If you have not, no problem. With this meaning, you will be able to understand. A large wild cat with yellow fur and black spots on it. That is known as a leopard. A large wild cat with yellow fur and black spots on it. That is known as a leopard. Okay, next word is outwit. Outwit. What is the meaning of outwit, dear kids? To get an advantage over someone. To get an advantage over someone more cleverly. What is the meaning of clever? I told you just now, intelligent. So, you became more intelligent than the other one. So, you got an advantage. If somebody was trying to do something, you became more clever and you got advantage from that person. That is known as outwit. What is that known? Outwit. What is the word spell? How do we spell that word? O-U-T-W-I-T. Outwit. Next difficult word is hounds. Hounds. A type of a dog that is used for hunting. What does that dog does? That dog is particularly used for hunting. Okay. How do we pronounce this word? Hounds. Hounds. What is the spelling? H-O-U-N-D-S. Hounds. Okay, the last word is perhaps. Perhaps. What is the spelling? P-E-R-H-A-P-S. It's written over here. P-E-R-H-A-P-S. Perhaps. That is maybe. Many a times you say, na, perhaps this or perhaps that. So what do you mean? Maybe this, maybe that. You say, na, ma'am, maybe this one I will do or maybe that one I will do. Yes? So that is, what do we say for that? We also use the term perhaps. Okay? So we are done with the difficult words now. So it will become easier for you to understand the story. Okay? You have already read it, I guess, in the month of April. You want me to read it? Or we'll quickly just take a grasp of the story. There was a fox who was wandering in a forest. He saw a beautiful peacock sitting on the branch high up on the tree. The fox thought to himself, how can I have that peacock for my meal? Why he thought so? Can a fox go up on the tree? No, he cannot climb the tree. That is why he was thinking, what will I do that I'll get that peacock for eating in a meal? What is the meaning of meal? Food. He knew he could not climb the tree. The fox got an idea. What is the meaning of idea? A plan. He made a plan that he'll say something to the peacock. After listening to that, peacock will definitely come down to meet the fox. What did he say? He said, don't you know that today itself in the meeting of animals and birds, it was decided, what was decided? That none of the animals and birds will eat each other. Means we will not eat each other, you just come down. We are friends. Peacock was also clever. What is the meaning of clever? Intelligent. He understood what the fox was trying to do with him. He said, oh, then that means King Lion, tigers and leopards, they'll eat green grass. Why peacock said so? Because lion, tiger, leopards, what do they eat? They eat other animals. They are known as carnivores. Yes? And peacock, deer, all these animals, goat, what do they eat? They eat green grass. So that is why peacock said, they'll be eating green grass then, if they'll not eat us. Peacock understood this thing. So now fox thought what to do. Peacock understood. Then he thought of another idea. He said, okay, if you are not agreeing to this thing, come down, let's go to King Lion. And there, just ask him that is this true or not that we had a meeting regarding this thing. Peacock understood again. Peacock said, why will I come down? There is no need for me to come down. Your friends are themselves coming here. Then fox thought, which friends? Who is coming here? So, Peacock told, hounds. What is the meaning of hounds? I just now told you. Dog, which are used for hunting. Means that dog will hunt the fox. So, fox got feared. Oh my God, that hounds are coming here. He started running. Then Peacock shouted, why are you running? You only told na that now nobody will eat each other. Yes or no? So while running only fox said, no, perhaps. What is the meaning of perhaps? Maybe the hounds have not attended this meeting. That is why he ran away. Who was more clever, children, in this story? Peacock or the fox? Tell me. Peacock. He understood what the fox was trying to do with him. Very short story, very easy one. Yes, you all understood? So, I guess you all have completed this copy work, book work, I guess. Yes? Or should I quickly revise this with you as well? Okay, children, pay attention over here. This is your book exercise. Text comprehension. Okay? Complete these sentences. Don't worry, I'll give you a photostat also of this photocopy or anything, a photo I'll click and send you on the WhatsApp group. Okay? So you just pay attention to the written work first. Okay? Then I'll give you a photo of the same. Afterwards, you can complete your book work. Once a fox saw a, what did the fox saw? Beautiful peacock sitting on the branch of a tree. Okay. Then next one. The fox thought to himself, how can I have this peacock for my meal? Okay. Third one. He said to the peacock that from now on, animals and birds will not kill each other for food. It's clear to you? Everything is related to the story itself, and these lines I have picked up from the book itself of yours. Okay? I'll give you a photo of the same. Now next one. Dash coming here. I can see your friends coming here. After that, Dash asked in surprise, who is coming here? The fox asked in surprise. Fine? So, question and answers we'll cover in the copy work, my dear kids. Okay? After this, you have vocabulary words. This will do the pronunciation of the same. But then we'll come to the next one first. Learn compound words. Means they have given these words as match the following. But we'll write the correct word in the blanks. Fine? First one is done for you. Tea cup. Tea cup. Next one, wrist watch. Wrist watch. Next, rain coat. Rain coat. Then school bag. School bag. Then table fan. Table fan. Then lunch box. Lunch box. Now children, now complete the following sentences using can or cannot. Okay. First one we'll start with. A crow dash see in the dark. Crow can see or cannot see. What we will write? Crow cannot see in the dark. Okay. First one is done. Then next one. An owl dash see in the day. Tell me. Can see in the day also. You know, na? Owl can see in the day as well. Then third one. An eagle dash fly very high. Eagle can fly very high. Next one. A deer dash run very fast. Deer can run very fast. Done? Then we'll move to the next page. A dog dash bark loudly. What does the dog do? Can or cannot bark? Yes, the dog bark loudly. Next one. An antelope dash run very fast. Antelope is an American word. We know this word as cheetah. Yes, you know cheetah? An antelope can run very fast. Now come to the next one. That is writing part. You can see a cup made there, watch made there, glass made there, tree made there, chair made there, and a balloon. Yes? So, you simply have to write, what is this? Question is, what is this? This is a cup. This is a watch. This is a glass. This is a tree. This is a chair. This is a balloon. Fine? Then, we'll come to the next page. That is, rearrange these letters and find the name of a month. Then circle the position of the month in the calendar. One is done for you. You can see this. Yes? Jumble words are given over there. What is the answer? July. Which is the month of the July? That is 7. 7 is circled there for you. Yes. Same way we'll do the other ones. Second one is December. Yes. December. Number is 12. Number is 12. Put a circle on 12. Then third. May. Third is May. Number is 5. Number is 5. Then February. February. Number is 2. Number is 2. Next is August. Next is August. Number is 8. Number is 8. Then September. September. Number is 9. Circle it. Number is 9. Then January. January. Number is 1. Number is 1. Then June. June. Number is 6. Number is 6. Then October. Number is 10. Next is March. Number is 3. Yes. November. Number is 11. With this, we have completed this. Yes. We come to the next part, that is write names of the months in the correct order. This to all my girls know. Yes or no? We have done this in class 1 as well. Yes. So we will start with number 1. Number 1 is January. Number 2, February. Number 3, March. Number 4, April. Number 5, May. Number 6, June. Number 7, July. Number 8, August. Number 9, September. Number 10, October. Number 11, November. Number 12, December. Fine. Then we'll come to the next page. That is, this blocks we have, yes or no? Can you see these blocks made? There is a small box shown here. And from these boxes, we have to take the words and fill in the blanks. Okay? The weather is very dash in summer, hot. Hot in summer. The days are dash long. Days are long. We visit dash in summers, hill stations. Hill station. We like to wear dash clothes, cotton clothes. Cotton clothes. Children have to eat dash watermelons and ice cream. Okay. Now we'll come to winter. The weather is very dash in winter, cold. Weather is cold in winter. Then days are short. We love to sit by the dash in winter, fireplace. Fireplace. We need to wear dash clothes, woolen clothes. Woolen clothes. People enjoy hot dash in winters, soups. Soups. Mountains are covered with dash, snow. Snow. Okay, the next one is rainy season. You all love this season? Yes? There are dash clouds in the sky, grey clouds. There are grey clouds in the sky. We need to carry dash when we go out. Umbrellas. Umbrellas. You take your umbrellas along with you, yes or no, in the rainy season? Yes, you all love taking your umbrellas, I've seen. We wear dash, you all wear what? Raincoats. We sometimes see a beautiful dash in the sky, rainbow. You all love a rainbow? Yes? How many colors does a rainbow have? 7. Okay. Now next is autumn. Dash fall from the trees in autumn, leaves. Leaves fall from the tree in autumn. Farmers cut dash at this time, crops. Farmers cut crops at this time. We see squirrels gathering and storing dash for winters, nuts. Nuts. Then the last one is spring. Colorful dash are in full bloom everywhere. Colorful flowers. We can hear dash singing songs, birds. There are lovely dash in the garden, butterflies. We also see dash sitting on the flowers, bees. You see bees sitting on the flowers? Yes. Come to the next page then. This is proper noun and common noun. You all are aware about proper noun and common noun. We have learned this in the class 1 as well. Yes, we have learned this thing in the grammar books of class 1. Okay, what do you mean by proper noun? Tell me. Person, place, animal or thing. This is known as proper noun. What is common noun? The term which we use for everybody. Yes, common thing. Example of proper noun, that is Delhi, India, and name of a person, Indira Gandhi for example, Rajiv Gandhi, Ganga. All these terms are known as proper noun. Now we'll come to common noun. What is common? Pencil, mother, father, son, brother. All these are common noun. Okay? Clear to you? Okay. Let's come to this exercise then. Underline proper nouns and common nouns with the blue. Okay? Write them in the correct column. There is a column shown to you girls. Common noun column and proper noun column. Yes? Yes or no? Can you see it? First one is Kaveri is a river in South India. So, what is common noun? Common means you know. Tell me common means which you can see everywhere. And the term is used for a common means everywhere you can see those terms. Kaveri is a name na. So, river is a common noun. So, you will write river in the common noun and Kaveri in the proper noun. Because you know na, proper means name, place, animal and thing. So, Kaveri is a name that will go in proper noun. Okay. Kabir is a good boy. So, what is common here? Boy. Yes. There are many boys. This term we use for all the boys. And Kabir. Are all boys named Kabir? All the boys have the same name? No. There is only one Kabir about whom we are talking over here. So, proper noun is Kabir. Third one. The Gita is a holy book. What is common? Book. What is proper noun over here? Gita. It is told about only one book, that is Gita. Okay, then fourth one. He is my son Sujit. Son is a common noun. Yes? Now, we all have sons. Everybody say this is son, this is my son, that is my son. Yes, everybody says now about boy, son. So, that is a common noun. What about proper then? Sujit. Everybody's name is Sujit? No. Is your name Sujit? No. So, that is a proper noun. Okay? Mrs. Sharma is my class teacher. Teacher is a common noun. Yes? There are so many teachers. You give this term to all the teachers, na teacher. This is a common noun. Mrs. Sharma. Are all the teachers' name having, is all your teachers' names is Mrs. Sharma? No, na. So, Mrs. Sharma is proper noun. Fine. Okay. Now, we have punctuations. What do you mean by punctuations? Tell me, we have learned this thing also in your class 1. Tell me. Comma, full stop. We use these things now for completing the sentence properly. First letter is always capital. Yes. Then we put a comma. Yes. And then in the end we put a full stop. Sentence always begins with a capital letter. Okay. So let's come to this exercise then. Last exercise of yours. Use capital and full stop. Delhi is the capital of India. D is small of Delhi now. We will write D as a big letter of Delhi. Then is the capital of India. India you tell me which noun? Proper noun. So you will write India I as a capital I. And then at the end you will put a full stop. My name is Satish. First letter should be capital M. My name is Satish. Satish is a name, proper noun. You will write S as a big letter, Satish. Then at the end you will put a full stop. Fine. Next, third one. The lion is the king of the forest. First letter capital T. The lion is the king of the forest. At the end you will put a full stop. The name of my school is Delhi Public School. First letter capital T. The name of my school is. Now Delhi Public School also, you will have to write it as a capital letter first. Delhi, first D, you will write capital. Public, you will write P as capital. School, you will write S as capital. Okay, understood? And at the end, you will put a full stop. We are Indians. First letter capital W, we are Indians. Indians proper, so you'll write I as big letter, Indians. At the end you'll put a full stop. If you're not able to see all these things, don't worry. I'll take a click of this and send you in your WhatsApp group. So at that time you will see it properly and just complete your book work also. Fine. Then last one, use commas. I like to have tea, toast, cheese and fruit for breakfast. So when we take 2-3 things named together, that time we always put a comma. So over here, you have tea, toast, then after tea put a comma. Then toast, then cheese. After toast also put a comma, then cheese and fruit for breakfast. Next one, I saw a goat, buffalo and a calf on the road. Start putting commas then. Goat, after goat put a comma, a buffalo and a calf. Next one, I have a book, pencils, a sharpener and textbooks in my school bag. Then you'll put where comma, after book, after pencil, then it's an and. So there is no need for you to put a comma over there. Then fourth one, in India, Janet has visited these states. So start putting commas. Punjab, after Punjab, comma. Goa, after Goa, comma. Rajasthan, after Rajasthan, comma. And then Uttar Pradesh, after Uttar Pradesh, comma. Karnataka and Kerala. Next one, last point. Violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange and red are the colors of a rainbow. Start putting commas then. After violet put a comma, indigo after put a comma, blue, comma, green, comma, yellow, comma, orange and red. Understood? With this we wind up with your first chapter. This was a recap of your last chapter. Yes, dear kids? Have you all understood the first chapter now very clearly? If anybody who has left the last video of the first chapter, who has not seen it, not prepared it, not finished it, no problem. You have finished it with this now, I think. Yes? Happy now? Fine? Just keep revising this, children. Okay? This will make you learn the chapter more easy for you. Okay? Keep writing one page every day and read a single page at least a day. Okay? So now, we'll come to the next one. Second, that is, Hey Diddle Diddle. This is the poem after that chapter. Yes? First chapter as it is you have already done in the month of April. Yes or no? So now we come to the poem, Hey Diddle Diddle. This is a short poem. In this poem, the poet is talking about his own imaginary world. This world is not like your real world. Is this like your real world? Yes? After me telling you about this poem, then you will also think that no, this is not the real world which we live in. This is the imagination of the poet which he is thinking and dreaming that this kind of world I can see in my own dreams and I am enjoying all those things that cow is doing that, dog is doing that. So this is not what we live in. This is what the poet is thinking about. So this is a imaginary poem just to enjoy. Okay? So before starting with the poem, kids, we'll first move with this difficult words and their meanings. Okay? Poem is Hey Diddle Diddle. Fiddle. What is the first difficult word? Fiddle. Fiddle. What is the meaning of fiddle? Fiddle is a bowed string. Fiddle is a bowed string musical instrument. Most often we call it as violin. Have you seen a violin? Can you see it in this picture? Cat is playing the fiddle. Can you see? Yes. So, can you see this now? Fiddle. What it is looking like? It is looking like a violin. So you all understood? Fiddle. What is the meaning of fiddle? Violin. Okay. Next, jump. To move up quickly and up into the air by pushing up with your legs and feet. Means you know the meaning of jump now. You all jump like this. Yes or no? Moving up and down. Yes? Moving up your body and coming down. This is known as jump. Next is over the moon. Many a times we have heard this term over the moon. I'm on the top of the world. I'm so happy. I can't even express my words. I'm very happy. Yes, we have heard this. No? Yes. So the meaning is the same, extremely happy and excited about something. You're very happy and excited about something. That is known as over the moon. Okay? I am on the top of the world. I am over the moon. Understood? Very easy. Next is laugh. To make the sound that show you are happy. Understood? Laugh is to make the sound to show that you are happy. Understood? Laugh. Sport. Sport. You all go for sports period. That is games period. Yes, you all know the meaning of sports. That is physical games. You go and play games over there in the sports period, games period. Yes. Physical games or activities that you do for exercise or because you enjoy it. You love your games period, yes or no? Yes, you eagerly wait for this period that my games period will be coming. I will be going and playing and enjoying this period. The same is the meaning over here above sport. Physical game or activity that you do for exercise and you enjoy doing it. Okay, the next word is dish. Dish. What is the meaning of dish? A round container for food that is deeper than a plate. I think you all have seen a dish at home. Have you seen? It's round like a plate, but it's deeper than a plate. It's having some deep thing over here. Means if you put something in that, you will have something flowing down. Okay? So that is known as a dish. Spoon. An object that is round and having a long, it has a long handle, yes, which you hold like this. You all are aware of spoon, yes or no? That is spoon. An object with a round and a long handle that you use for eating. You use spoons for eating, yes, that is known as spoon. So, you all understood the tough words, difficult words and the meaning, yes? Shall we quickly do the revision of them? Shall we? Start. Fiddle. Tell me the spelling of fiddle. F-I-D-D-L-E. F-I-D-D-L-E. Fiddle. F-I-D-D-L-E. Fiddle. Okay. What is the meaning? Long bowed string instrument. Better known as violin. You all know violin? We call it as fiddle as well. Next is jump. You all jump and with joy, yes or no? Moving up and down. Yes? Moving up and coming down. That is known as jump. Spelling of jump, tell me all of you. J-U-M-P. Jump. J-U-M-P. Jump. Next, over the moon. So happy, so excited that I'm feeling that I'm on the top of the world. Okay? That is known as over the moon. Over the moon. Next is laugh. To make sound to show that you are very happy. Yes? When you are happy, you laugh. Yes or no? Do you cry when you are happy? No. You all laugh. Sport. Tell me about sport. Physical games or activity which you do because you love it, you enjoy it and you want to play with it. You want to play. That is why you do sports. Okay. Dish. Round container for food that is deeper than a plate. Spoon. An object that is round with a long handle which you use it for eating. That is known as a spoon. Okay. So now let's start with the poem, girls. Okay. All of you be ready with your books. This number 2 is written over here. Number 2. Hey diddle diddle. Okay. Let's read it the poem first, then we'll do the explanation part. Hey diddle diddle, the cat and the fiddle. The cow jumped over the moon. The dog laughed to see such sport. And the dish ran away with the spoon. So, what are we talking about over here? I told you in the beginning itself, it's simply an imaginary poem which has been written by the poet because he is roaming around in his own imaginary world, which is just not like the real world. How can we compare it? Cat. Have you seen a cat playing a fiddle? That is a violin. Have you ever seen a cat playing a fiddle? No. You have never seen a cat playing a fiddle. That is a violin. So, this is happening where? In his own imaginary world. The cow jumped over the moon. Have you seen a cow? Top over there, jumping over the moon. Can you see in this picture of yours shown in the book? Have you ever seen this happening? No. So this also tells that this is his own imaginary world. He's so happy that he's saying cow is jumping over the moon. He's feeling so that cow is jumping over there, over the moon. Next, the dog laughed. Have you ever seen dog laughing? Just tell me. No, no. You have never seen dogs laughing. No, no. Okay. To see such sport. Why is dog laughing? According to him, he is laughing because he is seeing such kind of sports going on. What sport? Cat is playing violin. Cow is jumping over the moon. So after seeing all this, that dog is simply laughing. What sports are going on here? Okay. And the dish ran away with the spoon. According to him, non-living things are also becoming living things. Can a dish run away? Can a dish run? No. According to him, in his own imaginary world, he is saying dish is running away with the spoon. Fine? Very easy, very sweet, cute and little poem for you to understand and very easy to understand. And this is like your kind of dream world. Yes? Oh, in this dream world, what is happening? Cat is playing the violin, cow is jumping over the moon, dog is laughing after seeing these kind of sports going on, and dish is running away with the spoon. Clear to all of you, I think? Okay, very easy. Yes? Okay. So, after this we have question answers. This we will cover in the copy work. Okay? Then we have the next question as read the poem and write the animal names and their sounds. Why? Was the sound which they were making or whatever they were doing, do they do that in the real world? No, they don't do that in the real world. So what do they do in the real world? We have cat. What is the sound what cat makes is meow. Meow. Yes? Then cow. What does the cow makes? Moo. Moo. Yes? Have you heard it? Dog. Does a dog laughs? No. Dog barks. Dog barks. Yes? This is the real world and this is the things what these animals do in the real world. Yes or no? Okay. After this we have jumbled letters shown over here. Okay. This is a W-O-C. That makes it a cow. I'll give you a photo of this in your WhatsApp group. That time you complete it. Right now you just try to understand what I am trying to teach you. Fine. This is a dash. O-M-N-O. Just tell me what is that? Moon. What does that jumbled words make? Moon. Then next. This is a dash. T-A-C. Cat. T-A-C. What does that word makes? Cat. This is a dash. N-O-O-P-S. Spoon. N-O-O-P-S. What does that make? Spoon. Then this is a dash. L-I-D-F-E-D. What does that make? Fiddle. Fiddle. All these words are related to your poem. We have learnt all these words right now only. Okay. So, now fun activity. This is very easy. We have to number the pictures in the correct sequence according to the poem. First one is done for you, that the cat is playing the fiddle. Yes, that is violin. That was given first in the poem. No? Then after that what happened? This cow. Cow jumped over the moon. No? So you will write number 2 over here. After that, number 3. Dog was laughing after seeing this sport. So over here will come number 3. Then what happened? Spoon and plate were running around with each other. So over there you will write 4. Understood? With this your book work is over. Now we will come up to the copy work. Shall we begin? Okay. So children, I think you all need your English literature copy. Yes, in the month of April also we have got the copy work of the first chapter. Yes or no? So I'll quickly give you a review of this recap. Just open your English literature copy. First page you have a index. Yes, you all have index. I think you all have filled also. Number 1, you got the copy work in the month of April. Just write number 1. Write down first your name, class, subject. That is English literature. Just write down English literature over there. Then write down number 1. Lesson number 1. What was the lesson number 1? The peacock and the fox. Okay. Just write down this. Then come up to the page which is here on the right side of your copy. Okay. With this right side page, we'll begin with the lesson number 1. Okay. So I'll tell you what we have written in the copy work. This we have done in the month of April, but still we'll do the recap of this first. Then only we'll move to the poem. Okay. Okay. Lesson number 1. The peacock and the fox. Yes. First question was dictation words. First question was dictation words. First word was peacock. Peacock. Tell me the spelling. P-E-A-C-O-C-K. Peacock. P-E-A-C-O-C-K. Peacock. Yes? Are you all learning with me? You all have to. Okay? Number 2. Wandering. Wandering. I told you the meaning of wandering. Moving around here and there without any purpose. Tell me the spelling of wandering. W-A-N-D-E-R-I-N-G. Repeat again. W-A-N-D-E-R-I-N-G. Wandering. Now come to the third one. That is beautiful. Beautiful. Spelling B-E-A-U-T-I-F-U-L. Beautiful. I'll give you a photo of all this. Later you complete this copy work. First you just learn with me. Okay. Now next, fourth word is meal. Meal. M-E-A-L. Meal. What is the meaning of meal? Food. Okay. Next, idea. I-D-E-A. Idea. What is the meaning of idea? Plan. I told you all now in the beginning. Plan. Okay. Next is clever. Clever. Spelling C-L-E-V-E-R. Clever. Okay. What is the meaning of clever? I told you. Intelligent. Intelligent. Seventh is leopard. Leopard. L-E-O-P-A-R-D. Leopard. What is the meaning of leopard? Large wild cat with yellow fur and black spots on it. Understood? Okay. Next is outwittingly. Outwittingly. What is the spelling? O-U-T-W-I-T-T-I-N-G-L-Y. Outwittingly. Yes? I told you the meaning of outwitted. Outwit. Yes or no? Gaining an advantage over someone by being more clever. Clever means intelligent. Fine? Then ninth one. Hounds. Hounds. H-O-U-N-D-S. Hounds. What is the meaning of hounds? Dogs which are used for hunting. Last, perhaps. Perhaps. P-E-R-H-A-P-S. Perhaps. What is the meaning? Maybe. Maybe this, maybe that. Perhaps. Okay. Now let's come to the next question. That is your word meaning. Okay. I already discussed this with you, but still as we are discussing the copy work, we'll do it again. Wandering. What is the answer? Walking without any purpose. Walking without any purpose. Next, idea. Idea. A plan. A plan. Third one, hound. Hound. A type of dog used for hunting. Okay. Perhaps. Maybe. Perhaps. Maybe. Okay. Question number 3. Make sentences. Make sentences. Okay. First one. You can make any other sentence also, kids. Okay. It's not necessary that you will write the same sentence which I am going to tell you. You can make any other sentence also. But if you prefer this one, you can write the same. Okay. Meal. Meal. We should have healthy meal. Okay. We should have healthy meals. Next. Beautiful. Riya has a beautiful doll. Riya has a beautiful doll. Third, clever. Mohan is a clever boy. What is the meaning of clever? Intelligent. Now answer the following questions. It was given in the book, now questions we had in the book. Now we'll complete that with the particular answers as well. Okay? Whom did the fox see one day? Whom did he see? Tell me, you all have understood the story. 2 times you have learnt it, yes? Whom did the fox see one day? The fox saw a beautiful peacock one day. Yes? Second, what was decided at the meeting according to the fox? What was decided at the meeting according to the fox? According to the fox, it was decided in the meeting that animals and birds will not kill each other, okay, for food. According to the meeting, according to the fox, it was decided in the meeting that animals and birds would not kill each other for food. Okay? Next, what was the outwittingly reply of the peacock? What was the outwittingly reply of the peacock? The peacock replied, it means lion, tiger and leopard will eat grass from now. Yes, this is what peacock said, na? Lion, tiger and leopards will eat grass from now. Okay, next. Did the hounds really come? Did the hounds really come? No, the hounds did not really come. This peacock said only to make the fox come in this fear kind of a situation that, oh my God, somebody is there to eat me as well. Therefore, he ran away. Otherwise, he was simply waiting for the peacock to come down. So, this is the idea which the peacock got. Next, how did the fox respond to the peacock's reply? The fox was scared hearing about the hounds and tried to run away. The fox was scared hearing about the hounds and tried to run away. Okay. Now last is fill in the blanks. Okay. You will be able to give me the answer. Now I think you have already understood the chapter. The fox wanted to have dash for his meal. You tell me. Fox wanted to have whom for his meal? Peacock. Second, the fox could not dash up the tree, climb up the tree. The fox could not dash up the tree, climb up the tree. The peacock was dashed than the fox, cleverer than the fox. The peacock was dashed than the fox, cleverer than the fox. Okay? The fox got scared and dash away, ran away. The fox got scared and dash away, ran away. Okay, now next is write true and false. First one is, the peacock was sitting on the branch of a tree. You tell me, true or false? Peacock was sitting on the branch of a tree. True or false? True. Okay. The hounds came and killed the fox. Did the hounds came? No. Did they kill the fox? No. So the answer is false. Last, the fox ran into the deep forest. Did the fox run away? Yes. So the answer is true. Clear to everybody? With this we wind up with the first chapter. Copy work I guess you all have completed. But if you have not completed, there is no problem. I'll send you a clip of all this in your WhatsApp group and you just have a look over it and complete it neatly, beautifully, in a beautiful handwriting. You will use pencil and rubber, not pen. Okay? I have written this with pen so that you can have a clear vision of it. Okay? Pencil would not have been visible. That is why. Okay? So now we'll start with the copy work of the poem which we just now have read and understood. Okay? Poem. I'll send you a pic of this as well so that you can complete this copy work as well. Okay? Poem. Hey diddle diddle. You'll start with the first line, come to the middle of the page, write poem. Then in the second line, you will write hey diddle diddle. Then come to the third line. Over there you will write question number 1. We will start with complete the lines of the poem. Complete the lines of the poem. So we will start writing the poem. Hey diddle diddle, you will underline last diddle, okay? The cat and the fiddle, you will underline fiddle. Then the cow jumped over the moon, you will underline moon. Then the dog laughed, you will underline laughed. To see such sport, you will underline spot. Then and the dish ran away, you will underline dish. Then with the spoon, you will underline spoon. Same way you will write down the poem the way it is written in the book. But as this question is complete the lines of the poem, we are having some fill in the blanks in it. Okay? Now next question is answer these questions. This is given in your book as well. This we have taken it and we have completed this in the copy. Answer the following questions. First one is who jumped over the moon? Who jumped over the moon? You know the answer. Cow jumped over the moon. So you will write it as the cow jumped over the moon. Okay? Next, which musical instrument does the cat have in the poem? Tell me, which musical instrument was the cat having? Fiddle, which is also termed as violin. The cat has a fiddle in the poem. The cat has a fiddle in the poem. Okay, next, who laughed at the spot? In the poem, the dog laughed at the spot in the poem. Easy? Okay. Now let's come to the next one. Who ran away with the spoon? Who ran away with the spoon? The dish ran away with the spoon. The dish ran away with the spoon. Okay? Okay, now this is the last question. Very easy. Write the rhyming words. Very easy for you. Rhyming words you all know. You will give the answer as well. Write the rhyming words of diddle. Diddle. First word is diddle. Answer is middle. Middle. Diddle, middle. Diddle, middle. Very easy. Okay. Second, cat. Cat. Answer is bat. Bat. Now next is cow. Cow. Answer is bow. Bow. It's rhyming? Yes. Next, moon. Moon. Answer is soon. Soon. Okay. Last one is dish. Dish. What is the answer of this? Wish. Wish. Okay. With this we have completed the copy work of chapter number 1 as well as the second one, that is your poem. So I think everybody has understood it. Yes? If not, just scroll down the video back and see it again. So you can have a clear review of the first chapter as well as the second one. Okay? Thank you.